Thanksgiving Eve. And I am here mapping for you. It is starting a little bit earlier because I want to end a little bit earlier and I want to get into my Thanksgiving. But we are this close to being done with Gaxmoor. We are this close. We literally have 2 buildings to colour. But the shrewd amongst you, the actually amongst you, would notice that we actually have an outer wall that is not done either. What it should look like is this. Coloured towers, shadows, and castellations. We don't have any of those. Not even here. So normally I would do that type of thing of, look at this gate. It melts my heart. Normally I'd do this type of very repetitive thing off the camera. But it is literally starting about 40 minutes earlier than normal, the stream, that is. And so I figured, I would normally do that, but I might as well stream it. It's Thanksgiving. I don't know what this is, but... And, yeah. So I'm going to do these walls right now, and then we're going to do those towers, and then we're going to end right here. Gotta love those aqueducts too. I'm a fan of my own map, what can I say? And I don't mean that in a big-headed way, I'm liking the result, Alright, so, let's do this thing. I don't even know what I'm erasing right now, but it's not the right thing, so hold on a sec. I want wall high. Wall high, wall high. Do we have a wall high? Walla, walla, walla. Higher, higher, higher. There we go. Okay. And this is just going to be a little tedious, a little boring. Like I say, stream hasn't really officially started, so hey. If we can get the wall done and finish colouring tonight, all before Thanksgiving, OMG. Just saying. Now there are faster ways of doing this, especially in Illustrator. But I like the hand-drawn imperfections. I like the personal touch. I like the fact that it takes me 5 hours just to do walls. It's all good. Actually, with the new mirroring tool thing that Miss J was showing me, I think we could do all of the walls. Well, on maybe a town like this, right, where they're symmetrical. On symmetrical walls, I think you could actually get a lot done very quickly, but Gaxmoor, I think, is very unique in that respect. It's a good opportunity actually, as we're panning around the city to actually see the close-ups. Like the bathhouse there, that's kind of cool. I love the flooded land actually around there, that came out pretty good. Here we go up towards rich guys' mansions, some in better state than others. This particular one, if I remember the description, has its front doors torn off. I was going to say something about this. Shouldn't take too long. I should be careful about what I say. I think I've got all of the broken walls done. I think I've got those done. I might have to check a master. These tents belong to like squatters or something. Or just refugees, you know. Oh, we gotta get a little bit of smoke too. Gotta get smoke next to our burning pit. Have to do that tonight. Maybe we'll do it after the walls. Space about a little bit more. Coming past the Colosseum now. If you didn't see that in an earlier stream, I modelled that obviously on Rome's Colosseum, which used to have huge sails, so to speak, that acted almost like blinds above the audience and were pulled into place by actually sailors, by the Marines, because they were used to handling ropes and everything, I guess. I did notice while we were doing this, I actually had stairs not coloured in there, but I think we'll come back through afterwards, kind of doing a little bit of a touch-up, so I'll catch things like that then. I don't want to switch and get distracted, because if you've watched my earlier streams, I get distracted. Yeah, it's already looking better. Already looking a lot better. Let's hit save. Part of why I don't mind this being a little imperfect is this is an old city. This is an old city that's actually been besieged. There are literally, you know, holes knocked in the walls, like you can see. And if we've got some of the battlements here that have looked a little knocked around and imperfect, well, I think that's probably realistic. Plus, when it's too precise, it kind of looks weird, because the rest of my map isn't precise, you know? And it almost looks like a computer has met like hand-drawn art, and it looks just odd, just that little odd. It just makes my brain go, eh? Well, that said, I should try for a little bit more perfection on what I'm doing right now. Right, close. Real close. Alright, up to towers. Let's do it. Tower colouring right there. Do I really have my towers on separate layers? Let's merge them. Alright. Weird. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. What the hell? I want that to match that. And let's make it a little darker, just a tad darker. Phantom, Jen, hello Jen, you snuck in. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Jen. Jen, I actually remember seeing the photographs and everything from your Thanksgiving last year. Oops. And I was quite jealous. It looked like you have a great time over there. Even though Zach's post today was like all about VR and stuff like that. I'm assuming that you're still having an incredible Thanksgiving. Lots of awesome people over. Back to that one, but for some reason the select wasn't working on it. Actually that one's underneath an aqueduct, hold on. That one should be dark. Yes, I've been cooking while he plays. That's not acceptable, Jen. That's not acceptable. I love the fact that he gets a little bit of R&R. I know that he works incredibly hard. Like, his work ethic, honestly, you know, breaks my brain. I've got a pretty good work ethic, but come on, he's got to help you out in the kitchen. That's what it's all about. Back. That one's underneath the aqueduct. I love adding the little shadows to our towers. Well, this all took way quicker than I thought. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do the walls. I'm actually really floored. Wow. We might actually go over to where the smoke is at and start working on that somewhat. I don't want to work on the buildings until Angel gets here, because those are her buildings right there. And there's our little arena. Phantom Jan, how do you two celebrate? The first time you experienced Thanksgiving together, you were like, what? Well, so first time, Jack and I have been together almost exactly 10 years. Today was our 9.5-year anniversary. And our Thanksgivings have, I want to say, almost been 50-50. We either go down to California and we hang out with his mom and his stepdad, and they're big, huge joggers, and they do a turkey run. So we have to get like fit so we could at least try to run this turkey run with them. And then they do after the turkey run, they go and like eat pancakes and something. So that's actually kind of fun. But you run 5 miles first thing in the morning, so that's a whole different ball game right there. Last couple of years we haven't gone down to California because honestly we don't like traveling during the holiday period. It kind of really freaking sucks. So what we've been doing is just hanging out together and cooking together and stuff. Tomorrow's a little bit special because we actually have some friends who are also aren't doing anything. So that they're in my role-playing group. So we're actually all going to go together, and we're all going to go to a place called Edgefield here, which is a nice posh little restaurant outside of town. And we're all going to hang out and nerd out, and we're going to let someone else cook for us. And then on Saturday, like all of the people that are the spouses of, we're actually getting together for a game day, and we're in Call of Cthulhu, and we're going to do Thanksgiving all over again, while like one of the spouses listens to the game. So 2 Thanksgivings, hanging out with friends for 2 days, one of them being a game day. I am actually really ecstatic. I really am. It's kind of just a little bit more low-key. You know, I love the whole notion of getting a mass of people across and cooking and lots of food. We're going to get an element of that on Saturday. So I saw the photographs last year, but like, how many people do you have across? Like, dozens? Yeah, look at that. I coloured this tower on the tower layer. That was naughty of me. Let's see if we can get away with this. Well, we're going to get away with this. That's fantastic. Okay. Alright, we are done. Holy smokes. We're done with the outer wall. That was way, way, way quicker than I was expecting. Okay. Let's hit this area. This is a burning pit of refuge. So I am looking for... Where's my smoke bush? There it is. There it is. Alright. And it's got to be above our trees. It's got to float above the trees. For now, I'm actually going to put it on the tower layer. All of this is going to get merged. Okay, it's a big bush. Okay, let's zoom out. Phantom Gen. Last year 25 and this year 15. When we celebrate with my dad's side of the family, there's 50. Wow. Wow. I can't imagine. I love it, but I can't imagine. I've been to one thing in Louisiana where it was like that, and it was awesome. It's like so American, you know? I get goosebumps just thinking about it. Angel, early start tonight. Yes, my darling friend, but if you go back and listen to the video, I said normally I would do the outer wall, but because it's special and it's Thanksgiving, I decided to start early, but that I wasn't going to do these two buildings until you were here. Go back and listen to the video. So I did the entire outer wall, and it was way quicker than I thought. It's finished. And now I'm about to do the smoke here, and then I'm going to do those buildings right there. Now you're here. I think the smoke should be kind of dirty, you know? Like, grey and shit. Yeah, right. Oh no, that's not too small. Not a little tiny fire. It's like, hello, I'm just a wiggle fire. I'm just a wiggle bonfire. Is it bonfire night yet? Oops. Show love, show love, show love. Thank you, Angel. You know, I'm actually going to add some new layers. So we could actually do a little bit of opacity on these. We can play around with it a little bit. And I'm wanting dirty. I'm wanting a dirty smoke, you know? Yeah, something like that. What size is that? 250. Okay. Yeah, something like this. Dirty smoke, and then we'll wash it a little bit with white smoke, and it'll look great. Now, you know what we're going to do with that one? We are actually going to do another layer with not quite as much opacity on it. Although we could actually do 50 on 50. That would actually make it darker. Let's do 50 on 50. There we go. There we go. I'm going to make this one smaller. And maybe darker. Let's get that burning right there. No, let's move it down a little bit. Let's have the fire there. Angel, you're crazy. What was that one? Pride, pride, pride. Show love, show love, show love. Thank you for the cheers, Angel. I always love them. I always love hearing that little ding, ding, ding. I'm like, oh, Angel's cheering. just a little bit more with the dark. Just a little bit more with the dark. And then we're going to shift gears slightly. We're going to start adding a little bit of light. Mr. Valor is here. Elder Green is in the house. How are you, Elder Green? I will do a zoom out in a moment for everyone so we can see what's going on here. And Mr. Valor already in with the heist. Mr. Valor already in with the heist. Not wasting any time. Wanting to solidify that current senatorship of his. That kind of looks bonfire-y, right? I kind of like the look of that. I kind of like the look of that. That's not looking too shabby. That's looking like a polluted bonfire right there. Alright, I'm just going to do a little bit more black smoke. Just a tuft over the top of the trees. Maybe a tuft over here too, just drifting into the distance. That's not looking too shabby. That's not looking too shabby. Let's step up into some greys. Miss J. Konnichiwa. How are you, Miss J? Good evening, Miss J, to the land of Thanksgiving. Mr. Valor Angel. Mr. Valor... I'm not even. I'm not even. I'm not even. It's Thanksgiving. I'm in a great mood. I'm not going to let Mr. Valor drag me down. Oh, this is going to look good, guys. It's going to look good. Right, now we're going to add a little bit of white on the top of this dirty smoke here. Gentlemanly thoughts is here when I know how are you. That voice is getting more retarded the more I do it. But hi, Elizabeth. Hi, everyone. Darth Cap, how are you? Happy, Thanksgiving, is it that you do there in the colonies? I was in the kitchen getting dinner, but I knew I would because I heard Alyssa from across the kitchen say, "Ah, Mr. Mallet." There's truth to that. There is truth to that. You know what, I'm actually going to add another brush and we're going to really throttle back on the opacity. We're actually going to, I think, do 75%. And we're going to add a little hint of white tufts. Not like that, though. Not like that. I think I might leave it like this. I think I might leave it like that. Maybe a little more, maybe just a touch, just a tad, just a wee little nipper. I don't know why I did that. Alright. Alright. That I think we'll leave. That I think we'll leave. Got a fire. I think that looks like smoke. I'm okay with that. Save. Well, it's good to see you here, Mr. Eldergreen. It's good to see you here. Allow me to show you what we've been up to. This is kind of like, I don't want to say the last session on Gaxmoor, but it's going to be the last colouring on Gaxmoor. We're actually going to be labelling this sucker next. There's quite a few labels to do, probably at least a session or two. But this is what we've been working on for the last month. And this is what episode, what was it, 30... I think I did, was it 38, 39? No, 34. Episode 34, right? And with some of those sessions were long, longer. So we've got about 70 odd hours in on this one right now. King Bashman has been around. He's been around. He was here, I want to say, just a few days ago. He's been around. He's been pretty regular. Thank you, Elder Green. I really appreciate that. We've actually got the every 2 hours I've been saving this map, so we've got this great almost montage of like blank slate all the way through to this, and that's why every 2 hours when I save it, I'm able to give a pretty accurate sort of guess for how long we've been working on it. And right now we've just got 2. I did save it, but I'll save it again. But now we've just got 2 buildings to do. That's it. And then I think we might just come through with a quick scan just to make sure everything's looking good. But we're there. We're there. And we've got some wonderful details on this map, I think. I think this came out looking pretty good. And I think the print scale is going to be about this that you see on the screen here. So it's because it's a fold-out poster. So you're going to get to see some lovely detail. I am, though, going to personally print some more like that. And I'm going to take them to GaryCon with me. And some of these buildings now I recognize, you know, obviously because we've been reading the description as we go. But this came out looking pretty, don't you think? Pretty. I was going to say pretty good, but it came out pretty. And these are the two. These are the two that we're going to have to do right here. And there's King Bashman! There's King Bashman! Ashburn! Angel, you were just asking about him.
Knights of Neath, we are but simple travelers who seek the enchanter who lives beyond these woods.
Unless a fate fix me, says Angel. I will, darling. I will, darling. Of course I will. What? But day job, working, map. It's Sundays when I sit down and do admin day, right? And I've got all my notes for things to get done. I will not only fix knee, I will add more besides. Alright, we're doing it. We're coming in and we're doing this stuff. Thank you so much, darling. Happy Thanksgiving. We are gonna do the Hippodrome first. That's what we're gonna do. Cheers, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Even if you're not inside the United States, you still get the love from me. Sundass, thank you very much for the follow. Wow, that's the stuff right there. Whoa. And just so Evergreen, Sundash, so you know what's coming up. Evergreen? Is that what you were called? Evergreen? Eldergreen. Evergreen. He's like, that's it. Unfollow. Fuck this bitch. Just so you know what's coming up next, we're actually going to be, not tonight, but we're going to be doing the program map for GaryCon next year. So, like the hotel plan, the convention plan, but making it look like a dungeon. So that will be a fun project, full colour. So that's what we're doing in December. I think that'll be a cool one. I don't do dungeon maps much, so I'm gonna have to try and get the old dungeon muscles going. Small black berries. Elderberries, small blackberries. What the hell is going on? I'm gonna let you to it. I missed Jay, because I'm in suspense here. What do you think about the recent email exchange that we had going on? Doable? Alright, I'm going to colour this grey first and we're going to come over with some highlights, okay? I don't know why I did all of this arena on the same draw layer, but let's just say I'm a dope. And let's just roll with it. Let's just move past it like I never said that at all. And let's just accept it for what it is. Maybe with a tinge of sadness and go, oh, bless. So Miss J, I think, you know, I actually have the name. What I'm going to do, Miss J, is I'm going to set up a little project folder. I'm going to drop in the draft maps that he's done. I'm going to make it very clear which one he wants to start with. We'll start with that one. Let's just see how it goes. And if we don't like it, he'll still pay us. And if we're not feeling the project, he said that we could just walk away and it's totally cool. And I'm saying we, but obviously all of the money goes to you because you're the one doing the work. I'm just here to help facilitate and manage clients. That's our partnership. I will deal with clients. You do the good stuff. And let's see what happens. And if it takes too long, honestly, if it takes you more than 2 or 3 days to do, it's taking too long. Simplify it. It's a shame we're on like polar opposite time zones because I would love to actually help advise as you're going along. But if you ever ping me, you know, Facebook is a good place too because I get instant messaging on that. And you're like, hey, what do you think about this? What would you do with this? I'm here for you, okay? We'll work on it together from that perspective. And, you know, it could be reasonable amount of money. We'll talk about that, Miss J. We'll talk about that. Let's make a project out of it first, so okay, girl? Just so everyone knows, Miss J is a great cartographer. She's got wonderful hand on her. And she can actually emulate my style to such a point where it actually freaks me the frick out. And so she is actually going to be doing some commissions with me, and we're going to be a little bit of a partnership. And it's going to be great. And so that's what we're just talking about here. We've got a little bit of a project going on. Miss J is doing the entire project. I'm just dealing with the managerial side. And who knows, maybe we'll make this a thing. Miss J and Phaeton. There was an art place I used to commission art from, you know, traditional illustrations when I was in publishing. And I forget what they were called now. Jack knows the name of them. I keep forgetting. But they were basically a stable of artists. That's what they did. And they would kind of like get the assignment from you, try to figure out what you were doing and pin down the style you were after. I would match you with an artist. They were like artist brokers. But that's what the company did. I kind of want to do something similar, but for cartography. Because I always get asked to do more art than I can ever keep up with. And I think it would be kind of cool if I had like a stable of great cartographers, and I know in this channel we have several. And I could just sort of say, yes, I know someone that can do this. You want a battle map? I know someone that can do this, you know? And we form like this little stable of cartographers that we just do all of this work. PogChamp. We're doing a heist. I gotta get some money back. I'm going all in. I'm going 1,000 in. I did 100. I got excited. Huh. Phantom Jet, do I want to form a cartel? Yes. But you know, one thing I can do is talk to clients. I mean, if one thing has come out of my day job, it's client management, right? And if I don't have the style or the bandwidth to handle a particular assignment, how cool would it be to be able to actually know someone that can do it and then just help manage the project? Especially because project management, a lot of the time, you know, even small publishers aren't particularly good at project management. Oops. So if I can help project manage too, I mean, hell. I think this is looking okay. But did it come in? Did it come in? I win! I only won 200. I put 1,000 down. Zach says no. Zach says no to what? To the cartel? What? What? No, he's not the boss of me. I'm a grown woman. I'm going to have a cartel. No, I can. man, that was my opportunity to win 2,000. Die blow. Well, let's face, that's the kind of type of arrangement I have with a guy that's that is the publisher of my coding projects. Exactly, right? Exactly. I work in the coding business. It's the same sort of deal. All right, arena time. I'll do a boss. Come on, did it register? Did it register that I'm doing a boss? I can do a boss. I think it's fun. I could actually imagine Zach. I could imagine Zach playing his VR game. And he's almost like the mini boss of me, right? Because I do a lot of work with him. And I can imagine him like, there, do Beat Saber. No, she can't have a cartel. No, tell her no. It's like, oh, come on. What a little cartel. Yellow roof on the dueling rooftops. We're getting it. Don't worry, you're getting a yellow roof. You're getting a yellow roof. But you're not getting a yellow roof on the Emperor box, okay? I'll tell you what, I will give you though, Angel, on the Emperor's box. Right, now, that big building over the other end, we're going to give it yellow. Who did we beat up? Remember, I strengthened Caesar. So that will be the test. If we get Caesar tonight, and we lose, then I strengthened Caesar too much. So we'll have to keep doing boss fights tonight, okay? See if we can get Caesar cycled in. There aren't that many, there's about 6 bosses. Well, you know what we've got to do? We'll have to add the Black Knight as a boss. And he's got to be the toughest one.
Knights of Neath, we are but simple travelers who
See,
seek the
Neat
enchanter who
works
lives
now.
beyond these woods.
I love this sound effect so much. I love that sound bite. It has to be one of my favorites. Oh, this is just Wacom telling me that the Wacom pen that came with the Wacom tablet isn't compatible with the Wacom tablet, and I'm gonna actually say okay using the Wacom pen that isn't compatible. There we go. Oh, Wacom. Yeah, it's a shame I actually can't do custom sounds and custom text for the boss fights, because I would abuse the crap out of that. If you are new to the channel, you can probably see just how zany this is. Mapping? Oh, so much more than that. I'm not quite sure what we are more, but there is more. And I hit save. Elderberry Green. The Senate thanks you for the follow. And I know your name's not Elderberry Green, but people I like I tend to pick on, and you're Elderberry Green. Alright, we're going to do Sand in the Hippodrome. No, we're not. We're going to do the centre thing. It's not really a building. Remember in Ben-Hur when they're racing around that centre thing, and there's those little scoring markers, they bring those dolphins down to score each lap? That's what this is. And young Angel, I will do a yellow building right here for you. Now, just as a reminder, at some point in December, early December, we are going to do a giveaway. And we are going to have a Twitch stream where we're going to be able to, we're going to play copyrighted music because I'm not going to store the video. We're going to allow song requests, and I'm going to do a raffle, multiple raffles. And if you win a raffle, you will be able to get a free print of one of my maps, and there's about 30 or so of them available. 30 or 40, including Gaxmoor, printed on canvas, free. I'll give you a code, and you'll be able to walk away with that. So we will be doing that early December for the holiday season. More to come. Free shipping inside the United States. It's not free. You have to pay your own shipping if you're outside of the United States. I hope that clarifies a little bit. But still a darn good deal. This is through Noble Dwarf, who handle my printing for me. And they've been very kind to offer this out. And we'll have a little bit of a holiday season party. I'll get right ass drunk, I'll start a fight. The swords will come out, probably lose some fingers. But hey, for Twitch. Thank you for the big cheers, appreciated. Angel, you are on a winning streak tonight. Good job. Beat up those guys, put them in their place. Teach them humility. Alright, this is looking pretty good. We just got the grounds to do now. Looking great. I think that's looking great. I love how the shadow of the aqueduct falls over it. And I know shadows don't exactly fall like that, but come on. Come on. I'm going to try and keep this a fairly light sand colour. We're going to have some dark in here. We're going to have some little tufts of green on the edges, little sprouts of weeds, etc. that have grown in since the city's been taken over. And we're going to have some chariot marks in here, okay? That's the plan. Mr. Valor, I'm trying to get minigames set up for my channel. I can't help you with that unless you're using Streamlabs OBS. Then I can. Mr. Valor, why have I never been in your channel? Is this where I find out that basically because I'm a terrible friend? Oh, I can't actually click on your name and get in your channel. That's kind of weird. I can click on your name and ban you though, so settle down there, Sporty Spice. But no, I can't. I'll check. I must be following you. I must be following you. I must be. You usually stream right before I do. Alright, so I'll tell you what, the next time I stream I will actually look for you first. Because I normally get set up and everything beforehand, right? So I've always got this 20-minute, 30-minute sort of window where I'm kind of like just doing things. I'll check you out. Mr. Valor. I think the games are kind of worth it. I mean, in a way, they're a little bit of a distraction. But unless I'm sitting here playing a computer game, I think they help entertain, right? Like, you wouldn't want games on, like, you know, Ninja's channel or anything, because that would just be freaking bedlam. And pointless. They're there to watch Ninja, like, shoot people. But here, you're watching me swirl a bloody crayon around like a 5-year-old. You need games, because freaking hell, I'm not going to entertain you on my own. And a little bit of channel currency. I think goes a long way, especially when we actually start giving you something to spend the currency on. And then after we've done the hippodrome here, we're going to do an aviary. And that will be the last building here in Gaxmoor. Papa Fox, Sporty Spicy wasn't even the sexy one. No, she was not. No, she was not. I'm sorry, but I'm going to say this. She was the runt of the litter. She was not the looker of the group. Angel says Jerry Halwell. I always like Posh Spice. But, I mean, she's honestly, like, basically a Kardashian. She's like an English Kardashian, and that's a right turn off. You know what, let's add some green. Let's add a splash of green. No, not yet, not yet. Go easy there, Faden. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. It's weird how I've managed to actually build that pattern. For actually colouring completely randomly, I've actually created a pattern. Posh did marry Beckham. That's exactly what she did. A shrewd business decision for her, methinks. Right, we're gonna smooth out that random pattern, which I don't know where it came from. Oh, there was a baby spice, wasn't there? There was a baby spice. Oh, I remember what she looked like now. Okay, okay. I forgot about her. That's not looking too bad. We're going to put some little wheel marks in there. I think that's looking pretty good. Dopey spice, grumpy spice, Pikachu spice. Spicy spice. Will there be bloodstains in the arena floor? Well, remember, this is a hippodrome. This is where the chariots raced. This is the Colosseum. This is where the fights take place. And there is blood in there. I probably wasn't going to do blood in the hippodrome. Charioteers died all the freaking time. But I wasn't going to... I might do splashes of blood, but it's not meant to be about the blood. Freaking hell! Mr. Valor again? Come on, Mr. Valor. You have to admit there's something freaky going on there. It's like... There's something about the algorithm. You have to admit. It's almost like it's taking your name into consideration. And if it sees a Mr. Valor in there, you get plus 90% chance of winning. You have to admit there's something weird with the algorithm. For you, just for you. It's odd. It's so odd. Chariot races were bloody at the time, sure. But you can't then say Spartacus, okay? Where in Spartacus's history or film, you can pull in some fiction if you like, did a chariot race feature? You're thinking about Ben-Hur. Come on. Don't come into the Roman channel and start telling me how things go down. Don't. Elder Green gets the idea. Already gets it. Already earned himself a little bit of coin on that lucky halfling. This is a nice piece of art. I like the colour parasols. Thank you very much. We basically have some like little merchant areas. I love this area, by the way. And like this area right here. Yeah, I love doing little tents. Not intense, not present tense, not past tense. I like doing little tents. And that's very, very much appreciated. This is kind of where we're at. And I think we're one building away. We're one building away from being done on this map, at least for colouring. Alright, let's zoom in. Let's do some, I'm going to call it tyre marks. I know they're not tyres. They're wooden tyres with wheels. I was simplifying it. Don't be rivet counting. This is a rivet counting free channel, by the way. Rivet counters get their faces kicked in. Virtually, I admit. Hate rivet counters. Hate's a strong word, but I do. Lesser Fade Amphitheatre. What about it? I'm going to leave the amphitheatre. I'm actually going to leave it. Because I think the white marble doesn't look unfinished now. Because everything else is coloured. It looks like white marble. I think I'm going to leave it. Maybe we'll do some texturing in the cleanup stage. Because I've actually got to, like, see those stairs? We've got to make those stairs white. And that path actually needs to be coloured in. So there definitely is some touch-up areas to do. Maybe we'll do a little bit on it, but I don't want to overwork it. I think that splash of white there looks okay. I saved it. I pretty much have been sitting Control S all along, just so you know, but I appreciate the reminder. Oh, did Caesar win? Oh, so Caesar might be close to the mark. Okay. Notice that we won a little bit more money for that one, too. You see that? So Caesar might be closer to the mark. We might have to play around with some settings around his level. Tickling does not work on Caesar. Caesar has no sense of humor. Alright, you know what we're going to do? I'm actually going to do a crashed chariot in here. And around that crashed chariot, we'll have some blood, okay? To satisfy the bloodthirsty amongst us. I don't worry too much about the fact that some of these lines are pretty dark. I'm going to soften them up right now. Yeah, that's the normally we kick the asses out of the bosses, right? So I think Caesar is probably a medium-high boss. I don't know how many people we had fighting him. That looks about right. That looks about right. I think we can actually start to flatten out some of our layers too. That'd be nice. Diablo. You gotta get out. This is not a dad joke zone. And whoever did that, awesome. Angel, I knew I could... Thank you. Because I am indeed a little bit... Well, actually, no, I'm not. But I could be empty here shortly. Alright, we're going to give you a death. Now, the scale is pretty small. Oh, I've got actually a lock on that. Hold on. Let's do another one over here too. This is an unhappy horse here. And a shattered chariot. Okay, so in that area, we are going to add a little bit of blood. Just a hint. Just a hint. Well, that guy got mushed against the wall. Alright. And this one too. Alright, there's your blood. There's your blood. And we're also gonna do... Get a little bit of brown on the wheel. Maybe even the horse. And over here with the tangled wreckage. There. Now, map is going to print about this size. Thereabouts. So they just look like little dots. But we know what they are. And when you zoom in, you see dead bodies. So that's what I love about this map. You could actually print this map freaking huge and the detail holds up. I love that. I love that. Alright, we got two dudes that did not make the corner and the bodies are still there. Hit save. You know, Angel, I've got one kitty sleeping over there, but ever since I've been talking about getting a kitty cam, she doesn't sleep over here anymore. So I've got to be careful that she doesn't pull a cat. But they're good. One sleeping on the bed, one sleeping over here. It's almost like I need a kitty cam that I can pivot, you know, point to put wherever she's actually sleeping. I think I need to do that. I need to make sure that it's actually versatile. It needs to be on a bendy arm. Yeah, but she's fast asleep. She's happy. I'm sure she appreciates you asking after her. Mr. Valor, I'm giving non-followers crappy-ass stats. Actually, Mr. Valor, are you... I know you're a follower of mine. Are you subscribed to my channel? Because that might explain some of the wins that you get. Although, still, it's freaky odds winning. Might explain, you might have some really good stats, you know? But apparently those stats don't carry into a duel, so I don't know what to do about that. Gentlemanly thoughts. Everyone is sub here. Wow. That could be read two ways, and I'll take both of them. Thank you, Mr. Valor. I think our hippodrome's done. What do you think? I think we're ready to actually do the aviary. Right? Oh right, there was that great guy that came into the channel and I forget his name right now. But he just threw out a whole bunch of subscriptions. Like he was just like this. It was the biggest gift I've seen anyone do. It was awesome. Right. I'll recognize him if he comes back in. Was it Baboonsky? Was it Baboonsky? I forget. Angel, thank you, because it is your hippodrome. Avery or Avery or Ovary? Avery. This one. I'm thinking about, so, you know, we'll do some little birds in it, I think. But I'm thinking basically you've got ground underneath windows, right? So I'm going to do the ground first. Then we're going to colour windows over the top, but the windows will have opacity to them. Then I'm going to do window lighting, that glint that has less opacity. That's our technique. Where did we do that previously? I thought we did that recently. I thought we did that. Like up in this area, and then I could go like this. Well, actually, a little bit like that, but better. Right. I get you, Papa. And believe me, I'm immature too. I really am. I'm an admin on the Romans forum on Facebook, and it has like 100,000 followers, right? And there's professors who are admins, and they're posting all of these, like, oh, and on this year, Augustus did this, and it established the third dynasty of XYZ. A popular theory is X, but the recent book by Malcolm Blah says Y. And I'm coming out, I post memes. I post Roman memes. I literally have the mental age of a tadpole. That's me. But hold a minute. I don't know what's going on in the chat. It seemed like everyone was rallying behind Abler Bob, and then Angel came in and punched him in the face. Angel is pretty violent. Angel is pretty violent. Tickle fight, sure, but she actually does tickle fights all of the time. I was wondering if someone had actually given some money to Diablo, and then Angel was like, now I'm having it off you. Give. Come on. This is a hold up. Right, I'm actually wanting to try and make this ground fairly light in appearance. Oh, is it another heist already? Wow, Angel, you're throwing down some serious money. Elder Green subscribed. Thank you, Elder Green. I missed that. Thanks, Jack, for pointing that out. I missed that. What am I doing? I'm doing a heist. No, you're mapping. Oh, I just did 100. Well, now I'll win because I did 100. Elder Green, so you know, because you are subscribed, you actually get more channel gold because of that. So thank you very much. Otherwise, you get it just for watching. And if you're watching, I appreciate that. That's the whole point. And if Jack's there, why is my drink empty? That's what I want to know. Is there a cap? That's the thing. Where's my minigame? Oh, why is there no music playing? Heist. Max amount 1,000. It is indeed 1,000. I might nerf that a little bit.
We want a shrubbery. A what?
I don't know what is going on. We got a duel going or not? I am not removing the heist cap. I am not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because in one win, you could become a senator. That's not the way that it should be. And Mr. Valor would be the Emperor of Rome in no time at all. I'm not doing that. You should have to work for it a little bit. If anything, I should be lowering the cap. Otherwise, what's the point? Instant gratification now. But I do want to look into the heist. Okay. So, a viewer has a 50-50 chance of winning. A regular has a 50-50 chance of winning. I should probably change that. Subscribers have a 60% chance of winning. Moderators only 50. I guess I didn't want to cheat moderators. So subscribers have a little bit of a better chance of winning. Mr. Valor has amazing luck. And then there's a percentage of payout, which maybe I should tweak with. Viewers and regular subscribers and moderators are all set to 100% right now, but it doesn't have to be 100%. Huh. Alright. I don't know why I was checking that, but I was checking it for some reason. Oh, that was it. I was wondering about cash and levels in the channel, and it's not built into the mini games. That's something else altogether. I wonder what that would be under. I wonder what that would be under. Because it's not users. Is it users? No. No, that would make no sense. Currency. That just shows what currency we've got. Yeah, I'll have to find where that's at. Because I want to see what comes after Senator. I think that there is a level after Senator. So there's something for Mr. Valor to shoot for. And everyone else, if you can get over the 10k mark. Centurion is a good rank, nothing wrong with that. But somewhere in this system I put those ranks in and I can't see it now. It's gotta be currency, right? It's gotta be currency. Currency, there we go. Ranks. Alright. So I have Optio at 100. Centurion at 500. Equites at 1,000. Senators at 10,000. I currently do not have a layer above Senator. But I think we could add them. I think we could absolutely add them. I'm thinking of 2 ranks that we could add above the 10,000 Senator level. Yeah, I think we could do it. I will add 2 more ranks above 10,000. But it's probably going to be about 25,000, 50,000, just so you know. 50,000 will be Emperor. Who was my favourite Caesar, says Diablo Bob. That's a really good question. And I don't have one. And honestly, my opinion differs from some historians, okay? Because I was a bit of a fan of Augustus, even though he played the game, and he was definitely all about being able to do propaganda. I acknowledge that, but he did it well. He played it well, and he played the Senate well. And ultimately, largely his life was prosperous. Like, you know, the empire was prosperous, his people were prosperous. So I kind of like him. I also like Marcus Aurelius. Who could not like him? The philosopher himself. And I'm a little bit of a fan, honestly, of Trajan. You know, and his strategies. So I think those 3 are probably in my top 3. Yeah. With how easy it is to get gold. Actually, Jack, you really raise a good point. Maybe I should actually up the ranks for what you need. I see what you're saying there. Maybe I need to increase what you need for each rank. Gentlemanly thoughts. 100,000 could be God rank. I like that. Yeah, we could do, like, and maybe we could even pick one of the Roman gods or something like that, but I like that. Maybe we could even get into having several Roman gods and let people get beyond 100,000, but at that point you are God. I like that. Angel, I'm good. Thank you. Edge Marion! Good to see you back. Oh, what about pronouncing Caesar as Kaiser? Secretly in my head I do. because for a brief moment I was looking at Roman Latin and the pronunciation of Roman Latin, and not our modern day Latin, and not like the earlier Catholic Latin, but true Roman Latin. And with the C, that's Kerr. That's how they pronounce it, Kerr. So Cicero, no, it was Cicero, right? But I mean, you come across as a little bit of a dick when you're like, actually, it was Cicero, not Cicero, you know? And so in my head, I say it. In my head, I do. And then the AE was an I. It was an I sound. So you got Kai. You got Kaiser. That's, I think, how his name was pronounced. I certainly think it was more, the needle was pointing more in that direction than Caesar. I think Caesar is a very modern day, anglicized pronunciation of his name. 100%. Mr. Valor will be Mr. Jupiter in no time. Between us, Dick Sedgwarian, I'm in that camp. I am. I mean, I actually struggle with it if I'm saying Caesar's name, like out loud. My brain wants to say Kaiser, you know, and Cicero actually particularly, because I've read several biographies on Cicero now, like maybe a dozen times. I actually really love Cicero, even though a lot of people don't. I really love the guy, and my brain wants to say Cicero. It's Cicero, you know. It certainly wasn't Cicero. There might have been something in between, but it wasn't Cicero. But I really like him. FYI. But I love that though too. I love how do I say this? Trying to understand how people spoke. Because even 200 years ago, 300 years ago, in England itself, people didn't talk as we talk now. It was massively different, you know? And I think we struggle to understand that. Like, if we went back in time, 1,000 years ago, we would barely understand each other. We're using language terms, pronunciation, that they didn't. And I love that. I love that type of thing. I'm not good at it, but I love it. Box office, Optio 1 to 500, Centurion 500 to 1500. Yeah, I could dig that box office. I could dig that. Papa Fox, damn it, I need to watch Gladiator now. For me, it's Rome. I love Gladiator. I love Gladiator the film, a huge amount. But HBO's Rome. I love that one. It was good. It was a good show. I think they did a good job of the historical aspect. Nothing's 100%, right? And I love the characters that they did. I love them. Edgeberian, there's a book, Mother Tongue, by Bill Bryson, about the history of the English language. I loved it. You see, that sounds up my street. That really sounds up my street. I watched a video not that long ago of, like, I think it was two dudes, I think it's a father and son, who do Shakespeare, but from Shakespeare's time. And it's a trip, man. It's like listening to almost a foreign language. But it's cool because of it. Alright, so what I've done is I've done the ground of the aviary. I've done some birds on a higher level than that. I'm now about to do the glass on a higher level than that, and I'm actually adding a little bit of opacity to the glass. No, I'm actually going to do a layer that has opacity to it. Because what happens is, if you do a brush with 50% and then it strokes over another layer of 50%, you get 100% on that bit that touches, right? And so that's good sometimes, but not good other times. I want equally 50%, 48, whatever we're going to set it to. So I'm going to fill this whole layer with 48% right now. And that way we'll get to see the ground and the birds underneath. That's what we're doing. Mystery, there was a BBC TV series about the English language. It was interesting. You know, that's one of the things, honestly, that I love about the BBC. Their newscasting to one side. They always do really interesting shows like that. Jack and I were in Bulgaria like a few years ago. My mum and dad lived there. And like we watched a lot of English TV because mum and dad are like, you know, streaming it in. And like the BBC stuff, the history stuff was freaking fantastic. I've got a lot of layers going on now, but we are going to correct that. This is a good conversation, folks. Thank you. It's kind of like, you know, I don't want to say smart conversation, but it makes the brain go, And I love conversations that do that. That's awesome. I think this could work. I think this could work. Get a little bit of glint off the glass in these corners here. I like it. Angel, what do you think? Will that do you, girl? Will that do you? Hit save. Papa Fox, did you just deck Mr. Valor? I don't know who you just hit, but you said, "Take that, rich boy. I like the spirits." Diablo, don't ever apologize for being a geek or a nerd or a gamer or anything else. Come on. That's, as far as I'm concerned, that's normal nowadays. Those freaking weirdos that follow the Kardashians and go to malls all of the time and they talk about shoes. Excuse the single expletive of this channel right now. Fuck them. Like, seriously. Talk to me about games. Talk to me about tabletop role-playing. Talk to me about the latest game you're playing on PlayStation or Xbox or computer, because I don't care, because you're playing games right now. Talk to me about the latest series that you're watching on Netflix. Talk to me about the thing that you're watching on Amazon Prime. That's real human beings. That's people that are engaging beyond the basic primordial instinct of, I've got to gather things, so I'm going to go buy more dresses. We're beyond that. Alright? I gotta buy more minis. That's me. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't be mainstream, dude. The mainstream's horrible. Normal is horrible. Don't do that. We are beyond that by a factor of 1,000. Normal people are honestly horrible. I hate them. They're zombies. Ugh. I got icky feelings. Elder Green. I genuinely love that tabletop games are becoming more and more acceptable. Way more acceptable. Dude, I grew up in the 80s with these. I got bullied over these. And now you've got like Joe Maggiello, whatever his name is. Like, big star. He's like, yeah, I play tabletop role-playing games. I play Dungeons and Dragons. And Vin Diesel and the likes. Dude, Yeah. It seems cool. Like nowadays, honestly, when I stand at work and say, yeah, I play Dungeons and Dragons, like no one blinks an eyelid nowadays. No one, except my boss. Papa Fox. Normal people care about their like white picket fence, their purse, their sports car in the driveway, if their team won or not. That's not even a... None of these are attached to their reality. None of these affect anything. I got no time for that. Wait a minute. Princess of Rome? Princess of Rome? That's a big name. That is a big name for this channel. I love it. I love it. I wish you the best of luck. Miss J, where I am house sitting at the moment, they get junk mail, tons of it. I read something the other day for a laugh. One shop was selling Christmas-themed tableware, a whole dining set that you can only use one day of the year. That is what we humans, or some of us humans, have become. Yeah, I mean, I just want to be greater than that. You know what I'm saying? I want my life, when I'm gone, to have positively touched other people's lives. That's my aspiration. I want to have made other people's lives happier. I want to have actually forwarded and helped and lifted up just some other human beings in my existence. My time on this planet, I helped those around me. That's what I want. That's what I want. And I don't need to be remembered for it. But I want my life to have made a difference. And if you're buying Christmas tableware, and that's how you define your existence, then you did not help someone else. Now you can buy Christmas tableware. There's nothing wrong with that. But did you also help up other human beings on this planet? This is what I'm about. I just want to provide joy, love to my fellow man. I genuinely do. I know that sounds really corny. I know it does. Honestly, it's part of why I'm at. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds really crazy. But I want you to open up a book and see this in a big print in front of you. And I want you to go, oh. I, in that moment, just made you happier. I just added to your role-playing enjoyment. That's why I do this. Right here. And if you can't do that, if your only enjoyment is if your sports team won or not, then you're going to live and you're going to die, and the world will never know that you existed. That's my 2 cents. And I want the world to know that I'm gone. I want a little hole where I used to be. I want people to notice. For a while. That's the way I live my life. Princess of Rome, your aspiration is already underway. You have helped me so much. Your support in my transition has been wonderful. It is the least I can do, Mom. And it is a grand name that you chose. But you see where I'm coming from, right? I've read a book called The Energy Bus. It's a stupid name, but it's it's a good point. Where basically, and I'm gonna excuse me for a moment, indulge me. The energy bus is basically saying you are driving your own life, and everyone on the bus, this is your bus, this is your life, right here. Everyone that gets on is a friend of yours, is a relative of yours, is someone that is a passenger in your life. And if this person is an arsehole, if they're a negative energy vampire, then they're affecting all of the other passengers and they're affecting you. And they're on your bus at the end of the day. And they're never going to get off unless you kick them off. Because it's your bus. This is your journey through life. I took that to heart. But also, think of it in the inverse. I'm a passenger on your bus. I'm not going to be negative. I'm going to be helping. I'm going to be uplifting. I'm going to make your other passengers feel freaking awesome. I'm going to make you, as the driver of the bus, smile every time I get on your bus, your life. That's what I aspire to be. I want you to be happy that I have come into your life. Because that's what it's meant to be. Anyone else that doesn't do that, frankly, doesn't understand the point that they're going to die. We're all going to die. So just be a positive influence in someone's life. Make a difference, a positive difference. Because god damn it, you get one shot at this. One. That's my serious speak. That's my philosophy of life. That's how I approach my entire existence. Every time I get up in the morning, that's basically how I approach the day. Right there. And my entire social media is that. I just try to spread love. Papa Fox, thank you. Right back, all of you, okay? Okay. I think we're at touch-up stage, and not in a dirty way, okay, Mr. Valor? Get your mind out the gutter. I think, Angel, look at the shadow across the hippodrome. That looks so good. That looks so good. That's what I'm talking about right there. No, Miss J, you're right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. What's the freaking point? No, I get it. I get it to a degree. You buy things that make you happy. Feeling good about yourself is important. You bought yourself something that makes you hug yourself. I do the same. I have miniatures all over the house. And I look at them and I smile. I look at my Napoleonic 28mm miniatures and I smile. Like inside, my heart goes, that's important. Be happy in life. But also be more. Be more. You know? Make someone else smile in their heart. There. That's the bottom line. If it's all about you and your white picket fence and that's all you've got, you made no difference in your existence. Yes, you were happy. Yes, your sports team won. And then you died. You died, and you're gone. We will never evolve as a species if we can't go beyond that. We have to go beyond that. And there will always be that asshole that wants to look after themselves and their white picket fence and their pocketbook and their how many table sets they have per day or per year. There will always be that guy or that family or that empire. You just always we've got to, as human beings, strive for more, you know? Otherwise we'll never get to Star Trek, you know what I mean? We'll never get there, because as a species we won't think that way, and we have to. Stuff is nice, but community is better. Exactly, Miss J. Exactly. Alright. I don't think I did the ground right there. Like, right there, there's no way I did this ground. But do we care? Do we care, or do we leave it white? I think maybe we leave it white. Let's leave it. Let's leave it. Little spot of colour, or little spot of non-colour. Alright, so which brings me to the next chapter, right? I'm going to hit save, Control S, save! I think we're going to do a close-up zoom. I'm going to merge some of these layers. We're ready. Ready for the merge. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know whether I'm ready for the merge. But we are going to merge, okay? So, like, all of these, I feel really good about bringing together. They're ground layers, okay? That's ground colour right there. I'm going to leave the roads separate for a moment, because I think I might work the road a little bit more. So let's leave them. We've got our buildings, and then we've got a bunch of layers above. We're gonna merge them. We're doing it. We're doing it. Still got our drop shadow. We're good. Alright, we've got our trees. I'm going to leave them separate. You know what I mean. For now. Then our walls, we're going to merge them. We're ready for that. We're going to merge them. And I think, you know what's missing off this map right now? Where is our drop shadow on the walls? There's no drop shadow. I think we're ready for that. But yeah, I think we're going to do a drop shadow on the walls. And then the tower, and that's a weird name, but that's okay. We're going to merge these together. What are these? What are these layers here? Oh, this is the aqueducts? What are these? I don't know what's turning on and off right here. Okay. Let's just merge them. If in doubt, merge it. Yeah, I'm gonna merge. I'm gonna merge all of these. We're at a stage where we can do it. Let's do it. There we go. Alright. And you know what? I'm gonna hit save. But I'm gonna hit save because I'm a coward. I'm gonna save it as a separate PSD. Gentlemanly thoughts. Alt, mouse, click, the... I just saved it! I just saved it! Alt, click the layer you don't want. You don't know what it is. It will be selected on your map. Oh, get the hell out. Hold on. Oh, really? Really? I alt-clicked. That... Oh, it was smoke in the top left corner. That's what that was. But that the alt-click didn't do anything. Alt-click didn't do it. I trust you, but I'm not seeing that happen. Elderberry Green's doing a heist. We're all doing a heist. Everyone's doing a heist. And I've got no money anymore. I've lost everything. How much gold do I have? I'm the figured host of the channel. How much gold do I have? 3,000. Oh, I've lost a little bit tonight. I was at over 5,000 yesterday. It's cute as it only has me at 72 hours. Some of you have more hours in this channel than me. FYI. Click the little thumbnail in the layer first. Okay. You didn't say that, my friend. Okay, it turned off everything else. But that's kind of cool. Okay, it turned off everything else, though. Can I click it again to turn everything else on? Yeah, okay. And I'm going to get rid of the narrate layer. You were a good friend. Look at that. We're down to just a few layers. Wow. Less than 20. Elder Green. Elder Green is the only person who made it out alive. What the hell? Hold on a minute. What happened? Wow. Only Elder Green won. I'm losing so much money tonight. Good job, Elder Green. Alright, so Diablo Bob just posted a short blog that I will need a small drink for, because it starts with fun with math. 3 businessmen are on a trip. They stop at a motel for the night. There's only 1 room left, and it costs $30. They all pitch in $10 and go to their room. Later, the manager realizes there is a special. The room is $25. He gives the bellboy $5. The bellboy gives each man $1 and pockets $2 since it won't divide evenly. Each guy is out $9. $9 times 3 is $27. And the $2 the bellboy makes it $29. Where did the other dollar go? Answers in the chat. I've actually heard that riddle before. I have heard that riddle before, and I can't bloody remember how it's answered. Diablo, you saw me put down an empty glass. Alright, so actually, seriously, we do have a wall to actually put a drop shadow on. And then it effectively becomes ink. So hold on. Oh, that's light direction. We want it up here. Well, actually, that doesn't look too bad. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Hold on a sec. Maybe we make the wall taller. I don't know why it's detecting wall there. So hold on a sec. Hold on. Is there something on? There is something going on here. Get out of it! Get out of here, you rapscallion kids! There's no wall here. Get out of it. And likewise here. Those darn pesky kids and their frisbees. Yeah, I think our wall shadow doesn't look too bad, actually. That's what we're doing right now, by the way, if you haven't gathered. We're doing like general touch-up on the map. I don't know why it's detecting a wall there. There's no wall here. Get out of it. I think that's good. I'm hitting save. Diablo, you can't do that. The answer's easy. It's a property of the 3 where literally the whole channel's gone. What? What? Wait, what? You lost 4,000 gold when you changed your name. How is that even? Oh, because you changed your name, you forgo all of your previous gold. All right, we'll get you hooked up. Don't worry about it. We'll fix that. The 3 adds to 25, so it's 26, 27, and 28. Okay. Okay. I gotta be honest with you. When I was literally about 10 years old, I had a teacher, Mr. Bolton. He's the only teacher's name I remember because he used to give us puzzles like that. I loved him. And the fact that I still remember that wonderful gentleman to this day says a lot. He's doubtlessly dead at this point, but he was an awesome human being. I love these puzzles. You have a rebellion on your hands. So you deal with the rebellion. I'm going to be over here, colouring steps.
Knights of Ni, we are but simple travelers who seek the enchanter who lives beyond these woods. Ow! No! No!
You want to make me smile, you just play that one. Alright, what do we got? What do we got?
We want
A shrubbery.
a shrubbery. A
Oh,
what?
what? Alright, time check, 7:19. Here, very closely, the stream will be ending because we're actually really honestly close to being done with the colouring of Gaxmoor. We're going to take a quick sanity check, okay? That's what I'm doing right now. And I know there's a couple of areas that need a little love. That being one of them. We're going to come back there. I'm just checking our steps. No, steps not good. Okay, so now we're going to come over here. And we're going to do this. Alright. Elder Green. $30 equals 25 paid to the owner. 1 plus 1 paid back to the men. 2 kept by the bellboy. They're supposed to have paid 25. They instead paid 30, which includes a tip for the bellboy. 2, then they get 3 back. No, I appreciate you explaining because it was hurting my brain. I appreciate that. That's good. That's good. I love that type of mental, spazziness, trickery. I love it. It was a little bit like Mr. Bolton, back at school, did a ship floating underwater in the harbour. And when the tide rises 3 feet, where is the water on the water marker on the side of the ship? And all of the kids were like, ooh, 3 feet higher. And he's like, no, the ship rises with the water. What are you doing? And he's like, he's good. Oh, we love Mr. Bolton. Yeah, I love that ship. One, Mr. Bala. That's like saying, a plane of 300 passengers crashed on the border between Germany and France. How many survivors were buried? And it's like you go, or where were the survivors buried? Well, none, because there were survivors. I love those tricks. They're awesome. We make this a trick channel. Screw my mapping. I just sit here going, I know this one. I know this one. That's me. That's me right now. Alright, so I promised someone that I would add goblins to this map. Now, goblins from above, on a scale like this, you can probably see where this is going. Alright. Here's your goblins. Here's your goblins hanging out. There's your warband hanging out. Goblins, done! Diablo, actually Elizabeth, wouldn't the water be slightly lower, minuscule amount, because of the pull up the moon of the... Oh my god. You should have been in my class. You should have been in my class. I think Mr. Bolton actually would have been... He didn't have a beard, but... I like you, gold star. Because we used to give out gold stars back then, you know what I'm saying? Gold stars, silver stars, purple stars and shit. Not everyone got a gold star. If you wanted a gold star in your book, you would have got a gold star. I would have been jealous. I would have been in the back going, ugh. I'm not doing a Goblin War Camp. Princess, I love you very much, so we're not doing a Goblin War Camp. But I want to. But I want to. We're actually done with this map. We are done with the colouring of this map. Alright. Alright, Angel. We're not going to embrace this too deeply. We have better things to do, right? Goblin War Camp. Little mini war camp. Right over there. Done. Look at that bad boy. Mr. Valor, well done on the win there, sir. Alright. I'm going to zoom out for a moment. We're going to take a look at this bad boy together. Right up there. I actually think my box here could come down. Like, I think there's meant to be stuff under here. Like, you know, but there's nothing going on right there. So I think I could boot myself down. Oh, no, there it is. Phantom Gen. You see? Phantom Gen right there. That's the one. Right there. Mr. Valor winning all the time. Seriously, yeah, keep track of your wins, my friend. Princess, you and me both. Alright, folks. So, reality time. This right here. This is the end of Gaxmoor colouring. I think she's done. I think she's done. I think the next stream we will be labelling this one. I mean, we've got our smoke pit right there, our witch's hut, our mysterious hut over here that's not even written for. But hey, let's give GM something to work off, right? We got our swamp, ruined buildings, our tannery. I love the tannery. Tannery's cool. Our little village down here. Our water runoff with the grate and the like weeds caught around the grate. We've got our cemetery. Every building from the description in the book. Every colour is from a description in the book. We've got our inn. I think it's the Weary Traveller's Inn. And all of the ruined buildings around it. We've got our water runoff here. Comes from right here. It's kind of mucky water. And it gets pooey right there. Shh. As players don't go to the pooey area. We've got our forest. And our goblin camp that we added at the end. We have our ruined buildings and intact buildings right here. We have our stable and our inn right here. And we have an uncoloured mother effing building, folks. Holy shit, hold on. We have an uncoloured building. Let's fix that right now. Holy heck in a handbasket. No, I honestly think that doing things like this, when we go around colouring, we're gonna when we go around labelling, we're gonna find things like this. But we just found it right now. And you know what actually drew my eye to it? There's no path in the greenery out there. There's always a path in the greenery, right? Alright, we are going to add a little path in the greenery. Just something like that. Just something like that. Alright, then we've got our orchard here. Cool, right? We've got our merchant area out here in the city. Outside of the city, you know. Ruined buildings, ruined buildings, ruined buildings, ruined buildings. Back to the fire pit. Inside, big huge coliseum with the big huge curtains. Shit. That go over shadowing the people watching the fights. I love how that came out. Our water systems, our aqueducts, our various rich peoples, and our barracks up there, and our other granary type of thingy. Rich peoples, other granary, and a pyramid that is coloured that way on purpose because the person that's writing that Wanted that. We've got an explosion right there. More rich peoples. More big buildings. And then we've got our bathhouse with the water that's actually broken out from 2 of the baths. Amphitheatre. Going on right there. And then we've got our rich peoples. Our tent city. Our other granary with 1 granary out brocade. And we got a hippodrome with some poor unfortunate sap who died. And another poor unfortunate sap who died. We got rich guy's house. Dead tree. That's a location. And orchard type thing. Love that quite a bit. That's awesome. Then we got our royal compound right here. We got our water runoff. Let's get water runoff right there. The palace. Darling, on my arm. Although I'm sure they're not doing that now because the city's been ransacked. Our royal barracks. Guest pavilion. And our prison. Boo his criminals. This is Gaxmoor. This is where we're at. Right here. Diablo Bob, I am going to look into that give command. The give command is not part of my channel. It's part of Stream OBS Stream, whatever. I want to see what's going on with that. I want to see what the command is and why people can't give their money away. And Princess, we're going to replace your gold, okay? And I have a cat that's trying to get underneath the monitor. That's a good point. Come on, come on. Come on. There we go. I'm now going to end the stream. This is a good stream. I don't know if you girls and guys have realised it, but we're done with the colouring of Gaxmoor. And I think it looks good. I think we now need to sleep on it overnight. And then we need to come in and start labelling. Labelling will not be super easy. There's a lot of labels. They label them as cemetery, area, structure, and interior or something like that. There's like 3 labeling methods. But also, the labels on the original map were wrong in some areas. There were labels missing. And there were labels in the wrong places. So we're going to have to go through each one and make sure that it's correctly placed. So that's going to be a fun little project. I think that's what we're going to pick up on. But it won't be Saturday. Because Saturday I am gaming. Might not be Sunday because it's meant to be admin day. That's when I'm doing all of these like commands and checking on like the quality of our stream and commands and stuff, right? It might be next Monday. So bear with me. Let me just get through Thanksgiving and I'll figure out what I want to do streaming wise, okay? In the meantime, here in America, it is Thanksgiving. And I want to be thankful for you. I want to be thankful for your company. I want to be thankful for the time we spent together, how much you make me laugh, your camaraderie, your friendship, and how much we jib and jab with each other. I really appreciate it. And you have transformed me and how I engage with methods. I just hit save. And Mr. Valor, Thanksgiving plebs. And Mr. Valor, you have earned that right. I still think you're hacking the system, but you've earned that right. Gentlemanly thoughts. I wrote your private message on Twitch. I see it right now. Will you come out the way, cat, please? I'm trying to read a message from Gentlemanly Thoughts. You want to learn how to Yeah, no worries, man. I hear you on that. I will do that. I thank you. I appreciate that message. I'll do that right after the chat. Thank you. I love you too, all of you. So at this point, I think this is a great moment. Let's stop the stream. I'll be back. I'm not sure when. Let's get Thanksgiving done. Watch my stream homepage for and my Facebook page for updates. Okay, I'll let you know. But for tomorrow, I'm gonna take tomorrow off, and I'm gonna eat food. There won't be turkey, but I'm gonna eat food, and it will be good in my belly. It will be awesome in my belly. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving. If you're outside of the United States, I still love you very much. Have a great day. And I'll see you soon, okay? Let's get the other side of Thanksgiving. And this is looking pretty good, don't you think? Love you all. I'll see you soon, okay?